What's the one moment in your life you still can't explain, even though you've replayed it in your head 1,000 times? My brother, Mark, was my constant. Our childhood secrets were woven into the fabric of our days. As adults, his presence was a comforting, albeit intense, shadow. I didn't notice the subtle shift until much later. Whenever I spoke of personal milestones, a new job prospect, or a burgeoning romance, he'd just nod, a peculiar, distant glint in his eyes. A small, almost imperceptible smile would play on his lips, never quite reaching his eyes. The first major red flag was the canceled job interview. The one I'd meticulously prepared for. Unforeseen internal restructuring, they said. Mark was immediately there, hand on my shoulder, his grip a little too firm. Everything happens for a reason, brother. I brushed it off, grateful for his support. Then came Sarah. The first woman I genuinely loved. Mark charmed her too much. He'd somehow weave himself into our plans, his presence becoming a quiet fixture. Sarah, initially amused, grew increasingly uneasy. Her glances at me, when Mark wasn't looking, were filled with an unarticulated concern. One evening, after a particularly strained dinner, she whispered, "He knows things, doesn't he? Things I only told you." I dismissed it, an illogical fear, but the seed of doubt had been planted. Sarah eventually broke it off, citing irreconcilable differences she couldn't explain. I was shattered. Mark, ever present, was my sole comfort, listening patiently as I poured out my heart. In my despair, I even mentioned a private, silly note Sarah had once given me, an inside joke only we understood. He listened, his gaze unblinking. The next morning, the hangover was nothing compared to the cold dread. On my pillow, a perfectly replicated version of Sarah's note. Under it, Mark's distinctive fountain pen. He hadn't just known my secrets, he had orchestrated my losses. The restructuring, Sarah's unease, the breakup, all carefully constructed. He was not my rock, but the architect of my isolation. The phone buzzed. "Mark, how are you feeling, brother?" "I'm on my way." The note, the pen, the calm voice. He was coming back.